Hello, listeners. Welcome to another episode of Straight from the Bend, a talking shit episode. Yes, we like it so much, we're doing it again. Tonight, we are having a conversation with Gilles LeBlanc. Gilles is a friend of mine for a long time. He has definitely an opinion on pretty much everything, which is exactly what we're looking for when we are having our talking shit episodes. I must admit, we did go deeper than what I had expected. We go into Gilles' 2019 experience, both good and bad. But then we get into fun stuff like talking about Trump. We talk about a variety of other topics that we just kind of picked at random. And we had a lot of fun. So, hope you enjoy our conversation with Gilles LeBlanc, talking shit. Testing. Testing 1, 2.
2, 5, 7.
Test.
2, 5, 7.
Welcome
1,
to Straight from the Bend.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Probably the most average podcast ever. In 3, 2, 1.
What else? A one for the money, a two for the show. Are we on? Will you count me in?
Al,
Fern the man. How are you?
you ready?
I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's get this 2020 year of wonders
Whatever.
on the go.
You ready to talk shit?
Let's talk shit.
Yeah,
Who are we
another-
talking shit with tonight?
Tonight, we are talking with Gilles LeBlanc.
Gilles LeBlanc.
Yeah, Gilles has been a long-time friend, longer than I care to admit, probably. No, we've been friends for a long time. And, when I was thinking of who would I like to talk shit with, a few people do come to mind.
Yeah, and he's
Gilles,
one of them.
Gilles was on towards the top of my list.
Yeah.
Before we do get started, though, on a little bit more of a serious note, and I'm going to let Gilles talk about something else as well, but 2019 was a big year for Gilles. And how do I... Basically, Gilles had a good job, right? With a
Yes.
good IT job.
Yeah.
And
Quit.
quit his job to do something that he really wanted to do. Like, I think, and Gilles, you can kind of get into it a little
Yeah.
bit more. But, I admire him for what he did because he went with not, because he had a good paying job. And he went into
Lots of money.
he went into something that he loved to do. And
Yeah.
and that, to me, you
Courage.
need courage.
Yes.
Gonads,
Yeah.
balls, whatever you want to call it.
Balls.
Yes.
And
You
he
got big
had
balls.
He had it to do it. So,
Yeah.
Gilles, welcome
Thank you.
to the
Welcome,
podcast.
Gilles.
Woo, thank you. It's great to be here. I think what you guys are doing with the podcast is freaking awesome. I love this kind of stuff. You pick a subject, talk about it, and
Yeah.
build up. Hopefully, you guys can build up a following now that I'm here and that people
Well,
are
you know,
going to start
Well,
following.
we know it'll increase.
Prepared for the
substantially.
avalanche of
Yes.
followers.
Yes, especially if we take a picture with the hat you have on.
We're not going to mention what the head says.
Yes,
right?
we will soon.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But
Keep it a
Gilles,
surprise.
tell us a little bit about 2019 for you. It was a big year.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing I come from an background of IT. I'm a computer programmer, and I've been doing that for 25 years, and I was just getting bored. I kept wondering what else I could do. On the side, I always did projects, kind of like Fern. I'm a handyman. I like doing custom furniture. I built lots of poker tables in my time, and I started working with live edge slabs and playing with epoxy, and I just love doing that. So anyway, but that's never something that pays well, right? So it's just a hobby. So, but I've been finding it harder and harder to go to work. I'm not sure if it's called a burnout or not. It might be a burnout. Yeah. I'm not sure how to describe that. But when my friend told me that he was buying a franchise, Tailored Living, he told me all about it. He told me it was doing closets. Well, okay, well that's kind of weird. But then the more I learned about it, it's I really liked it. So it's not just doing closets. It's garages and garage floors. We're playing with epoxy, and I love playing with epoxy. And we're so. But the problem I was having is I was making decent money, and when you start up a company, money isn't.
Yeah.
So he guaranteed me a base salary, and when things start rolling well, which it should, then I'll get profit sharing and stuff like that. And you know what? We don't find my salary went down less than half. Okay.
Wow.
And we don't find there's less money. I think there's more money in our bank account for some reason. Like both of our cars are paid off now, and what I did temporarily, I stopped contributing to my RSPs, and because I was pumping a lot. And you know what? My checking account has never been healthier. I don't know what's going on. It's bizarre.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So listen, I run to work now instead of dragging my feet. I work. Oh my God, it's 5 o'clock already, and it's amazing.
Wow.
Right? We go into people's homes. We did this closet, $15,000 closet with LED lights and doors and things for jewelry and stuff, and just amazing. So now,
So 2019 is the year you got into the closet. You see what I did there?
all right, it's nice to set the parameters early.
Good for you.
Yeah, so that started in September.
Wow.
So we're now into a new year, and
It's good.
we're getting ready for the home show
Yeah.
in March, and we got
Good.
Yeah. So
So it wasn't all good though.
No,
2019.
Something else was going on.
well, for
at
me
this time.
personally, one of the big reasons why I wanted to come here is to just tell a little bit my health story. I'm not sure if it's because of this, but New Year's Eve 2019, I decided I wasn't going to drink until campground open, which is May, right? So I figured I'll stop drinking till May. Maybe this is the cause of my problem, right?
Maybe.
But,
Maybe. Should start earlier.
so anyway, okay, May came along, and okay, I can drink now. But I was never able to stay up late and stuff. I was tired at night. I was starting to struggle with my joints. I was sore knees, everything, and coughing and stuff like that. And then in September, I noticed my glands were swollen beyond my jaws. So we went to the hospital and got the blood test going, stuff like that. And I told the doctor I had some pain, slight dizziness and pain in my chest. So we did a CAT scan and blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I have a disease called sarcoidosis. And so not a lot of people know about this. A lot of people live with those symptoms without knowing that they actually have a problem that can get treated, right? Wow. So I was actually... In September was hard for me because I was experiencing dizzy spells, chest pains, okay, and losing weight and left and center, and I didn't know what was going on. Like I was getting panic attacks. I was
that would be
struggling, and so my doctor gave me anti-anxiety pills and stuff like that. And so once we got the results of the CAT scan, my doctor pulled me in and said, "Listen, Gilles, I got some good news for you. You're not crazy, right? You're sick. You're actually sick." So once I found out I was diagnosed, I actually felt better because I knew I wasn't.
Right.
Yeah, so I was on a path to recovery, and so I've been on my medication now for a month, and things are really good.
And this is a fairly rare disease. Like
Yeah.
this is the first. When you told me about this was the first time I've ever.
The latest stat I
heard
saw
of it.
was like in the States, there's like 200,000 people
Really?
that have it.
Wow.
Like my doctor, she's around 60 years old right now, so she's been practicing for 30 plus years. She's seen it 10 times.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that was happening all at the same time that you were making the other life change.
Yeah. So
That's tough.
I know. Yeah. So there was a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah. So
Because it went from what? When did you start the first symptoms? In May?
well, it was early in the summer. Yeah.
Yeah, so
but people just said, "Oh yeah, Gilles, you're getting old," or like I was breathing heavy and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Starting
yeah,
my
yeah,
breath.
yeah,
Oh well, I had gained weight too. So oh well, I'm just fat and old, and that's just the way it is. I started taking CBD oils for my joint pain. And I think it was working. Not sure.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah. So now I'm not taking any more CBD oils, and then my knees feel like 20 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So now you're still testing the medication though. You're not
I'm
you're
on
not
it.
stabilized. Are you stabilized? Or
Pretty much,
Because it takes some time sometimes.
But
to
my
figure out-
breath and stuff is perfect. Like
Good.
last week I loaded 15 bags of 30 kilogram sand in the truck.
Yeah.
No problem, right? Like today, I was installing a car lift.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
a big heavy steel. And
You lifted it yourself.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Jesus,
I'm
you're
very,
strong, man.
Very strong. Very
Strong, man.
Yes.
Wow. Jesus.
So,
He's you're like a 30-year-old Gilles again.
that's right.
I think
Your
he's
wife must be happy.
Strong like bull.
I'll drink a drink to that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, hopefully 2020 is going to be.
Oh my God, yes. Like,
Yes.
I'm just the main thing is if you're experiencing symptoms like that,
Yes, yeah.
just have a chat with your doctor.
So what is it called?
Sarcoidosis.
Sarcoidosis.
Yeah.
And you said that for you it's affecting in your lungs, but it can affect you.
I have pulmonary sarcoidosis.
Okay.
Okay, you
So-
can have cardio, you can have
Right.
Gotcha.
all over the place.
Wow.
And if you live with the symptoms long enough, it can go to other places, right? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
very, very lucky that it was caught early on.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's not something you can get rid of. You're going to live with that for the rest of your life?
Basically, I'm on prednisone now, and it's gonna go dormant.
Okay.
And I'll be fine. I'll stop taking prednisone, and I'll probably have to get tested every once in a while and pay attention to my symptoms and stuff if they come back. But I hope they don't come back.
And it's a mystery how...
It's a mystery how you get it.
It's a virus, you
It's
say.
an immune system.
Immune system.
It's
something
an
that
immune
attacks-
system's reaction to a virus. So
Okay.
it's all these granulomas appear.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
my
yeah,
lung.
yeah.
It's like the defense system
Yeah,
of the
yeah, yeah,
immune
yeah.
system, and the doctors don't know a whole lot about it.
Well,
Wow.
So I'm fairly special in that regard. But doctors not knowing what's wrong with me. Like I have a problem in my eye.
Yeah.
Doctors don't know how that happened either. Okay, I've been to Philadelphia, Toronto, Halifax 50 times, MRIs, CAT scans, blah, 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 from the age of 8 until 18.
yeah.
And nobody has ever told me why I have that problem. So I'm pretty special in that.
Yes.
Not many people can figure
Well,
me out.
having known you for a very long time, you are special.
Fairly unique, our
Yes.
type.
You are unique.
I would say that maybe the hat you're wearing has something to do
No,
with it.
the hat keeps me grounded.
Fuck, grounded my ass.
All right, Al. It seems like you've been focusing on the hat.
Well, it's hard to
Time
miss.
to talk shit.
He's triggered.
You did it on purpose. So, folks, Gilles has come in with a hat, black hat, with a tag still on it that says Trump 2020. They're playing with me. Holy
Fern told me
shit.
that you were a big fan, so I figured we could
Shoot
have a
me
chat.
now.
I have a lot of fun with it. I don't wear the hat, obviously. Just the first time I wore it, I've owned it. For,
I can't
for a long
blame you
time.
for that.
Because I don't enjoy triggering people, and but I as opposed to people on the left, I respect people's opinions.
There you go.
Okay, it's
he's
okay to
talking
have
shit.
it's okay to have a different opinion on
yeah.
something.
Absolutely.
I would love to be able to talk about it. Sometimes.
Listen, Gilles, I don't mind if you're wrong.
That's fine. The left is right and the right is wrong. I know what you mean. But I find a lot of people get triggered easily, and you can't talk about issues.
That's true.
Yes.
And they
That's
just get
true.
upset. Oh, you think like that? You must hate women, or
Yes.
oh, you must be a racist. Why can't they say, why do you think like that?
Yes.
Yes.
You know, and that is the only way that the world is going to
Absolutely.
be undivided.
Absolutely.
Is to make an attempt to
Yes.
understand why
Yes.
you think like that.
So, on a
Exactly.
serious note,
Yeah.
do you like Donald Trump?
Yeah, I've always loved, even before he went into politics. You know, the show he did there.
Yeah, I
Apprentice.
actually like the reality
Yeah.
TV guy.
He's a cool guy. You know,
He was a cool guy as
yeah.
a reality
until
TV
he
guy.
decided to run for president. Then he became a racist, and all
No,
those
you
things.
probably was before, I would say. But seriously, do you think he's doing a good job as a president?
It's a complicated answer because on the side of economy, all that stuff, yeah, he's doing a great job, right? Obviously, but on the other side of the way he talked, the way he does Twitter, the way he's rude, the way he's there's many things that are bad about him. I understand that.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Okay,
but,
we're on the
but
same page.
overall, he's doing a good job.
Well,
Okay,
I
what
don't-
exactly is he doing a bad job with? And whatever you're gonna say is probably not gonna be like a president's job is security.
It's an impossible job,
It's
first of all.
economy, it's defense, it's keeping people safe. Okay, all this other fluff
No. You can't say all this other fluff. For instance, if your children's teacher
Yep.
tells them to fuck off
Yep.
in class, he might be the smartest teacher on the planet.
Absolutely.
Does that make him a good teacher?
I agree with that. Like he's
That's my
very
point.
rude. He's
yeah.
his
So
language.
to me, it's not about. There's two things to being president or any job.
Yep.
It's not just the job itself. It's how you do it. And he won the presidency. He's not a president. That's my point. So
Okay, I respect that opinion,
Yeah, there you
and
go.
I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah,
I mean, I
there you
can't
go.
defend the way he talks,
Well,
the way he
you know,
responds to people,
and you
stuff
know
like that.
what I find very ironic in all of this, right? And I'm glad we're discussing this. But what I really find ironic in all of this is that his wife, the first lady, her champion cause is
Bullying.
cyberbullying.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah, I
there's no bigger cyber bully than Donald Trump. How ironic is that?
But to be fair, he only responds. He attacks people that attack him, right?
But
You know what I
all
mean?
presidents were attacked all the
Absolutely.
time.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
All the time.
All other
the
presidents
time.
were politicians,
that's
too.
part of the job. Maybe we
know?
we should live in another world where
He's
you know
a real
they're-
estate developer from New York. What else? How else is he gonna act, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I understand that he's not. That's not part of the traditional cookie mold of presidencies.
No.
But I hated politics before.
Yeah.
I hated it, especially the U.S. politics.
Yeah.
Like the friggin'.
Did you
they're
follow
idiots.
politics before?
Not a whole lot.
No.
Because it was.
You
just,
follow it now?
Yeah. Ever since he went down the escalator.
Yes.
Oh my
Really?
God, yeah.
You're fixated, yeah?
Because
We
I'm
all are.
impressed. I'm entertained by how
Yes.
they're all reacting to him.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's exactly the way I feel.
Because
Yeah, but it's dangerous.
Even if he does something good, they'll say, "Oh, he's doing right." They'll figure out a way to twist it.
Yeah,
to
but
his
here's
bad.
the thing, Jill. Though I agree with what you're saying, and I think that's part of the problem in the States is that there's right media and left media, because he could be he could say the worst things in the world, and there's other media outlets that will twist it around and find it. No, everything's fine. No, not everything is fucking fine. Like I mean. I think the problem is everything is split in the States, and there's no really impartial.
No, but the problem is the media, because you have severely biased media.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like you
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
your left
absolutely.
media and you have your right media.
Yes.
So
Yeah, absolutely.
none of them are calling it like it is.
And
No.
the left media is much bigger than the right media.
Oh, absolutely. Look,
Right?
Yeah.
I'm stuck right between both of you because I'm not necessarily a fan, although I am quite entertained by
Yeah.
the Donald and his antics. But I also understand that some of his antics can be dangerous.
But they are very dangerous.
Yeah, I
They're-
mean-
it's an example, right? I mean,
But at the same time, you know what you're getting. That's my thing. Is that with
well,
Donald Trump,
it doesn't
you-
make it right.
No, I know, but you know what you're getting. If you look up like Obama, for example, great speaker,
Yep.
Yeah.
super, did great. But from what I can understand, and again, don't take this as the Bible, but not that the Bible's true. Anyway, regardless.
He wasn't even born in the States. I'm not sure why he was president, anyways.
Oh,
But apparently, he is probably the president with the most civilian casualties in drone strikes
Yep.
in the last several presidents.
Yeah,
Obama.
He did a whole lot.
Yeah.
Never with approval from Congress, and
Yeah,
nobody ever
so-
complained about it.
And we don't know
right?
about that, right? You don't hear about it because Obama has this aura around him. And look, I was a fan. I think he's a great speaker, but sometimes when you're too presidential, sometimes things you
yeah,
don't
but
see.
yes, right. But you're proving also the point that when you are presidential, people get off your back a little more and cut you some slack, and maybe they don't pay too much attention, and maybe then, like, I don't know. There's something about Trump that, like we talked about triggers before. I think for him, and I think that's what really irks me the most about him. I don't think he wants to be president. I think he thinks it's a joke. he's entertained by it, and he's just there in his little sandbox, and he wants to do whatever he wants to do. And sometimes he will listen to some good advice. Most of the time, not. That's when he gets in trouble. Like today, again, he backtracked on. Not again, because he never backtracks. But today, finally, he backtracked on the threat of targeting cultural sites because it would be a war crime.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. So his general said, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways.
So what are you trying to say? Are you saying you don't like him or you do like him? It's not clear to me.
Well, you see, here's to Fern's point.
poke.
To Fern's point and your point earlier, I'm not sure that he's doing great things because he spends so much time trying to be the focus of attention that there's no time to look into, is he really doing a good thing for the economy? Because an economy will survive on its own, you know? Like, are there things that presidents or prime ministers can do to influence? Absolutely. But left alone, left to its own devices, if the world economy is not doing so bad, you're going to survive. So is he inheriting something that was done before? I don't know. Maybe he's doing great things, but he's being such an idiot 90% of the time that I don't have time, or it's never in the news. It's never in the news.
Well,
the only
it's
thing
never
that
in the
are in the
news, you're
news
not
is his
watching the right
fucking
news.
Twitter account.
Yeah. You don't watching the right news then.
Well, maybe I should watch Fox.
No, but try to watch both. Like I honestly try to. I watch a lot of Fox, and I do watch CNN also.
Yeah.
But it's when the escalator day.
Yeah.
I didn't have subscription to Fox yet because you get CNN for free. You have to pay for Fox.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Of course. But it was to a point that CNN has all these shows,
Yeah.
and like there's 8 guests. 7 people are anti-Trump, 1 person pro-Trump, right? Like
Yeah.
it's just not balanced at all.
Yeah.
And
Oh, no, I agree that CNN is not balanced at all.
on Fox,
Yeah.
I see more balance.
You think?
Yes, they are on the right. Yes, absolutely. But every show that you watch, there's always somebody on the left and always somebody on the right. Okay, and I see more anti-Trump stuff on Fox than I do pro-Trump stuff on CNN. Okay, so
Yes.
at least they make an effort to be in the middle.
You
on
think?
the right lean
Well,
channel.
Jill, you've just convinced me to try
Just
to
give it a
watch
shot.
Fox a
No,
little
no.
bit.
Every show, like there are shows on
Yeah.
Fox that are opinion shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like later on, the Tucker Carlson,
Yeah.
those guys, and they don't hide that. They
Well,
don't.
that's exactly
They
what I
don't
was gonna
hide
say.
behind the fact they say, "Hey, I'm a journalist," right?
Yeah.
They don't. They are opinion people.
Yeah.
On CNN, it's not as clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you.
Okay, and that was what's
Because
frustrating to
really,
me.
I get frustrated with CNN sometimes because sometimes I say, okay, can we talk about something else?
Yeah.
Like it's like the same freaking thing for hours and hours and hours. Okay, I got it. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Yeah.
Like I said, I understand why people hate him, and there's a lot of stuff I can't defend.
Yeah.
But if you actually look at the way the country's going now, he's been president, so he has a track record. Okay, the economy didn't bust like it was supposed to bust when he got into office. It was supposed to tank, right? A lot of people, they were all saying
Yeah.
that the wars were going to start, everything was going to go down.
Well,
down the
we're
shitter.
there with the wars.
We're there with the wars. what? Like you're assuming.
No, I
that it's
am
going
assuming.
right.
Yes, I am
So
assuming.
what he did the other day when he killed that guy,
Yeah.
people didn't see the evidence yet, and they're already saying that he didn't do the right decision.
Well, yes.
Like tomorrow, they're going to get briefed on the intel
Yeah.
that they saw that
Yeah.
an attack on U.S. was imminent.
Yeah.
So why not wait for that evidence before you go on TV saying Trump is playing with his Legos there and he hit the red button and he attacked somebody?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I can tell you
It's
why.
not fair.
But it's not fair. But at the same time, he's the product of his own doing, right?
Well, he's not gonna take. He's gonna defend America.
No. But
Right?
I'm not talking about that. How many times have we caught him in lies and bullshit?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you start believing someone who's always hiding shit and never upfront, like this impeachment thing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh yeah. Oh, if anybody can go and testify, but I'm not going to let them testify. So either you say you want to let them testify, you're the fucking president. Let them testify and stop hiding behind all kinds of excuses and then say that it's a fucking hoax. Well, if it's a fucking hoax, let them all testify and then you're off the hook.
There is such a thing as innocent until proven guilty, right?
Yes, but he's
Okay.
not doing. But he's not doing anything.
I'm going to charge you with a crime, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to call the police on you.
Yeah. Go
Okay,
for it.
I'm gonna come charge you with you murdered
yeah.
somebody. Okay,
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put the responsibility on you to defend yourself.
No.
Prove me that you didn't kill this person.
If I have witnesses, I'm going to give you witnesses.
Why do you have to do that?
Why not?
Because you didn't commit the crime.
How do you know? If there's
Show
witnesses,
me the evidence that right.
there is plenty of evidence. There is.
Like what?
Well, you want to go. You want to go.
The call wasn't perfect, like he always says, right? Like he was
Okay,
very,
so here you go.
yeah, but that's not a crime. It was
No.
inappropriate.
Hold on. You don't have to commit a crime to be impeached. It's not about doing a crime.
Traditionally, it has.
No,
Yeah.
you don't have to be it's not.
Yeah.
It's not a crime, and it depends on what you want. Abuse of power, is that a crime?
No,
Okay, so why was Clinton impeached?
he lied under oath.
Yes. So let's put Trump under oath
Okay,
and see how he gets.
there you go.
How he gets.
Okay,
out of
do
it.
that.
Yes, but he
But
won't
he hasn't
come.
committed a crime.
But he
yet.
won't come. So I don't agree that. So it's not about a crime. First of all, let's go back to.
It should be about a crime.
It's not about a crime.
High crimes and misdemeanors.
Yeah, well, yes, but misdemeanors is not a high crime.
It's still a crime.
Yeah. So if he was impeached,
Triggered.
yes,
Yeah.
you are a trigger.
No, I'm perfectly calm.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, I know you are.
It's
I
like
need-
they
I need
have
a
lowered the
fucking
bar on impeachment is a political thing now. If you have the votes,
Absolutely.
If you have the votes, you
Absolutely.
can impeach, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So it's supposed to be a bipartisan thing.
Yes.
It's supposed to be a crime, a
Yes.
thing so bad
Yes.
that both parties say, "Listen, we have to impeach you."
Yeah.
Okay,
But it's not like
so
that.
because of the way it is, the polls, the Republicans didn't vote for it because he didn't do anything impeachable. If the public there was an outcry of what he did, the Republicans wouldn't have a choice. Okay, we have to
No,
vote for
they do have a choice. They can follow the oath that they
Yeah.
took.
Now they are going to call witnesses.
They are.
First, they have to get the thing going first. Then they're going to see the evidence, and then they're going to decide if they're going to call witnesses or not.
So they're not going to call witnesses.
Well, we'll see. They'll see how the
Okay,
process goes.
we should have another podcast in a couple of months.
So in the House, when they did the impeachment,
Yeah.
the Republicans weren't allowed to bring in witnesses, were they?
Yeah, they were.
No.
Yeah.
They put in a list of witnesses they wanted, and they all got
Yeah, but they're all
refused.
bullshit.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah. Why do you think they want to call Joe Biden or Joe Biden's son?
Because Trump was concerned about corruption.
Bullshit. He's concerned about Biden. He's not concerned about fucking corruption. He didn't ask, I want you to investigate these people and these people, because you're going to tell me that the only corrupt, let's say that Biden is a corrupt one.
Yeah.
There's only Biden to investigate
there's
in
all
Ukraine.
kinds.
Okay, was that part of the call? Was he say, I want you to investigate corruption, or did he say, I want you to get some dirt on Biden?
Did he actually say that? I want you to get some dirt on Biden?
I want you to investigate Biden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a crime, though.
No, it's not a crime. But using your office.
It's inappropriate.
But using your office
Yeah.
to get some
Inappropriate.
dirt on a political opponent,
Highly inappropriate.
highly inappropriate,
Not impeachable.
not impeachable.
It's an election issue. Like in 2020, when people go to vote, Trump is a bully. Trump is inappropriate.
Okay.
He talks. He has the tongue.
Okay, but Gilles, how do you fucking prevent him from doing this? If he's doing that out in the open, how do you prevent him from doing it in the background so that the elections are not rigged again in 2020?
The elections were rigged in 2016, were they?
Yes, I think they were.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a whole different subject.
Mueller went through that and he didn't find any.
Have you read the Mueller report?
Oh, that's bullshit too?
That's bullshit too.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
Why is it bullshit?
But he didn't find anything.
Well, you know what? The conclusion was that I cannot conclude that he did not do anything wrong. So that's a conclusion itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to say that he did anything wrong. He
Well,
Right.
you know, when you really look at it, because even if he did, he knows that there's nothing that would have happened. So, anyways.
It's a fun discussion, and this is as heated as I want it to get, because I want us to remain friends and stuff. And I find that there's a lot of situations where people get like this,
Yes.
and it gets personal.
Yes.
And I would love to be able to talk like this to a lot of people.
Yes.
But I hold back
Yes.
Because it gets nasty.
Nah, no.
And that's why my hat stays at home.
Yes.
On my shelf.
Yes.
And I never go in public
You
with
see,
it.
I get a little passionate, but
But there's an obvious hate for him, so it's easier for you to believe
no,
anything negative
no,
about him.
there's
because
not.
so far there's no proof.
No. Okay, so let's put aside all the impeachable
Yeah,
stuff and whether or not he's committed a crime. Let's put that all aside. He's a danger to the world. That's my biggest issue. There's decisions because, like I was telling Fern earlier, it's not like he's prime minister or president of Luxembourg, right?
Yeah.
The decisions that he makes,
The U.S. is the
decisions
superpower
that
of
he
the world,
makes
yeah.
has an impact on the world. And I think that the world is in a very unstable place. Is it because of him? Maybe it's just a bad coincidence. I don't know. But
But so far, the world hasn't crumbled yet in 3 years.
it has
He's
it,
tamed Buddy in Korea there. He tamed him pretty good. He stopped doing his testing. and
no, he
stuff.
did not.
Yeah.
No, he did not.
He hasn't tested a ballistic missile yet.
Well, let's see.
He's tested a lot of little missiles, but he said he promised over Christmas time that he was going to give us a Christmas present.
Yeah.
Nothing happened there.
Yeah.
So he tamed him.
So I don't think he
gotta-
tamed him more than any other president before. I think that the relationship with North Korea is exactly the same as it always was.
So they are special people. Like that guy is a
Yeah.
But
Anyways, this is fun.
so anyways, the world hasn't exploded yet, and I don't think it will. And Trump will leave office eventually, and the sun's gonna come up.
Do you think he will leave office peacefully?
Oh
if
my
he,
God!
Do you think if he loses in 2020, do you think he leaves peacefully?
Of course he will. He'll complain. He'll say this and that and whatever. But you think he's gonna lock up the doors and?
I don't know.
Come
I
on.
don't know.
Come on.
I don't
All
know.
right, so to
Okay,
finish,
Fern, who won?
To finish this section, to finish this
Ding
segment,
ding ding ding.
let's go with predictions.
Predictions of what?
2020 election.
Elections?
Yeah.
Oh fuck that stuff.
Just
I
let's
don't-
finish it. Let's make it quick.
Okay,
10 seconds.
I think he loses.
Yeah, he's gonna win big. No, that's fine. Okay, it might not be big, but I do think he's gonna
You
win.
think he's gonna win?
Yeah. Yes, and so we'll see. Obviously,
Yeah.
I am prepared to eat my words. Like I'm not.
Well,
I'm not
too.
gonna
I
die.
am too because really, I kind of predicted that he would win in 2016. My only reason for saying he's not going to win this time, it's not because I don't want him to win, but I really don't want him to win. It's because the way he won, I think, in 2016 was that there's a base, and then there was a bunch of swing voters. I think he's maintaining his base. I think he's losing the swing voters,
The independents.
and I don't think that he's getting anything more. I don't think that there's anybody that's saying, "Oh, I wasn't sure about him, but now I'm going to vote for him."
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Time will tell.
Yeah, Tom.
And I'm gonna say that it's really gonna depend who the nominee is.
Yeah. Who
for
do you
the
think-
Democrats.
Who do you think the nominee is?
'Cause,
gonna be?
I think
You know, I would have guessed Kamala Harris would have been the nominee. Like at beginning,
Yeah.
I felt she was very strong. She checked a lot of the boxes.
Is she the one that
She's
quit
female.
already? She's
yeah,
quit,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's out.
Yeah,
she's
she's out.
female. She's
Yeah.
non-white. Very smart. You know.
was she the she was a prosecutor?
Prosecutor in
Yeah.
California.
Oh yeah, she would have
But,
been good, eh?
She crumbled. Like she really didn't.
Yeah.
That's such, so.
But if they get somebody too far to the left, it's gonna be not good for them. I would have thought a person like
I would thought Biden. I still think
Andrew
Biden's good.
Yang or Tulsi Gabbard, although they don't have.
You think Buttigieg would have a chance?
Well, he's up there. He's in the top
Yeah.
4 now.
you think
overall.
if you think Buttigieg would have a chance
No.
against Trump?
No, I don't think anybody has a chance. I think if Biden gets the nomination, then it'll be interesting
Yeah.
because he's a moderate among the left.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now they have to cater a little bit to the left to get the
Yeah.
nomination. That's how it works. But then when it's in the general, then you kind of come back, right?
Yeah.
So, but Biden is showing signs that I know he's always been a little funky the way he
Yeah,
talks,
yeah.
right? He's old. he's the same age as Trump, I believe, within a year or two, I think.
You mean Biden or
Yeah,
Sanders?
Bi-
Biden? Yes, around the same age.
But Biden looks like he's 20 years older than Trump. He's just making gaffes. He's just, yeah.
Biden is making gaffes.
Yeah,
He is making
gaff
some
machine. He's a gaff machine.
Well, listen, he's compared to the Twitter machine.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So I'll take victory on that little debate, and we'll move on.
Yes, like Donald
Hey,
Trump.
hey,
like,
listen.
like Donald Trump does.
Hey, listen. As
Yeah.
a favor to you,
Yes.
as a sign of
Yeah.
friendship,
Yeah.
I'm taking off the hat for you.
Couldn't you have done that before?
No, I needed you to be triggered.
And I was. This
there
was
you go.
fun. This was fun. Thanks,
Right
Jill.
on. No problem.
Yeah.
All right. So do you have anything?
I don't have anything.
We're
I
talking
think
shit.
I think Jill should pick from the hat.
Okay.
You got
All right.
You got anything?
All right. No. Let's get Jill to
So
from the
I'll
hat.
pick something here.
Yes,
to-
so it's
another
a-
thing to kick your ass on.
It's a question or
Or a word.
a word.
Oh, so this is Instagram models.
Instagram models.
Holy shit, that's not mine.
Your thoughts?
Your thoughts on what Instagram?
Instagram-
Oh, Instagram models. You
Yes.
mean like person who model?
Yes. Like what the hell is that?
When we were in Mexico, Dominican Republic, a couple years ago, there's this woman at the pool. She always had her arm like this, and was always on her phone. You know, it's Instagram, right? And it's all about the likes. It's all about the following, and
If you look. Since I've had the podcast, I've never been big on Instagram or
Yeah.
whatever, but now you have to play the game. You
Yeah.
have to, you have to try to get your followers on Instagram, on Facebook, and all this stuff. And you look at some of these Instagram models, these influencers.
Yeah.
I don't want to be mean. But people that don't really have particular skills, but with tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands and sometimes in the millions of followers, and they're just they're pretty. They're good looking, and hey, look,
Can
if
they
you
make a
have it,
living?
Make a
oh
living.
my God, yes, yeah.
That's what they're doing. That's
Yeah.
their job. That's what they're advertising.
Because you have all those likes, you can get advertising, and you get paid pretty good for that.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a change introduced, or
Is that you can't see likes.
you can't see the number of likes?
Certain people. I think you can see your own, but other people's can't see how many likes you're getting or something like that. Or
Yeah.
means because it was too much. People were addicted to it, and it wasn't healthy.
Yeah.
But I think that's what they did.
But
Yeah.
it's something else. Like, you get
Well, social media as a whole.
as a whole, yeah.
As a whole, I have a question in the hat regarding social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Instagram models, I mean, and I'm not just picking on the girls. There's some guys as well, like,
Yeah.
these fitness guys and whatever. Yeah, I mean, sure, if you're good looking and you've got it going on, yeah, you can make a lot of money.
So
Yes.
do you think it's vanity or is it a business model?
Well,
A little bit
it's-
of both.
It's a
A
combination
little
of
bit
both.
of both, huh?
When you
combination.
don't have talent, but you have good looks.
Yeah, you can make things
These
happen.
people don't have talent.
Yeah.
They don't have talent. These models, they don't
No,
have
no.
You wouldn't see them on TV on a show and
No.
have a conversation like this and
No.
go to any depth at all. Like,
No.
like
Yeah, no, that's the thing, right? But
Well, you'd see them
and
on Jersey
again,
Shore.
Okay, well, let's wait. Now, we are judging. I mean, there's some
That's-
very attractive people that can be very intelligent.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, on the whole, that I'm not sure what to think about all this. I mean, on one side, all the power to you. If you have it and you work hard, if you go to the gym and you do this and this is your living, you only got a few years to really take advantage of it,
Yeah.
because you don't see very
but the
many
young kids look up to that and think that's as
Well,
a
you
role
see,
model.
Jim,
That's my problem.
That's a role model, right?
You
That's
see,
the
and
problem.
that's the perversive problem in all of this. It's not only do they may not have some talent or that's all they got, that's good looks, but to have hundreds of thousands of followers, what does that say about the followers? Like, what are these people looking for? And
tits and ass,
tits and ass.
Humana.
pretty
Yeah.
much, right?
Something for the spank
Yeah.
bank.
Shit, hold on, let me get on my phone here.
I mean, they're not looking for the meaning of life when they're looking at these Instagram models, right? They're
Yeah.
not looking to, what can you teach me? Oh, great guru. No,
Well,
they're looking for.
Maybe they want something to be taught, but Not something deep.
No.
All right.
Go for it.
Instagram models. All right. Next topic. Jill, are you ready?
No.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah,
I got a
you're-
little headache there.
Yeah. Well, that's because you took your hat off. All right. So I believe this is one of mine. It's a brilliant question.
Okay.
Obviously.
What is the best age in
What is
life?
the best age?
What is the best age? So if you had to go back, or maybe you haven't gone to the best age yet. So what is, you think, the best age in life is? I can start.
Yeah, go
Since
for
it's
it.
my question, I'll start. Or Gilles, do you have something?
Well, I think the older you get, the better it gets.
You see,
Because you tend to have a better outlook. You're more appreciative as you get older. Like especially me, when I started with health issues, I started looking at my parents and appreciated them more. And they're elderly, they're sick too, and I just have a better. When I'm outside in public, I seem to have a better outlook with people and stuff like that. Like I just
More wise,
I feel I'm happier
interesting.
in my
Interesting, yeah.
40s. I
Okay.
think so to answer your question specifically, I would say early 40s.
Early 40s.
Because in my mid 40s on is when my knees started to go. And
Yeah.
blah, right? So because I was doing the boot camp stuff and looking very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say life begins at 40.
Okay, go for it, Al.
7.
7.
Jesus.
7.
Whoa, you're
You
specific.
didn't.
Oh my God, that's your level of maturity.
You didn't see that coming.
No.
Well, I'll tell you why, right? Because I understand your point that you're getting more mature and all that, but with that you have responsibilities. You have a reason to get more mature. You don't have a reason to get more mature at 7 because you have if you're in the right family and living a good life of
Yeah.
a 7-year-old, you got no worries in the world. You have friends. You when I was 7, I played outside all the time. Life was good, right? Life was good. There was no worries. I went to bed at night not wondering about money or mortgage or kids, or I went to bed at night because I had a good day, not even thinking about tomorrow. I didn't have to cook. I didn't have to clean anything. I had to help
True.
at home a little bit. So it was pure innocence.
But you also didn't know any better.
I know. It was fucking bliss.
I went to bed at 7.
You were okay, maybe
I
going
woke up in a swimming pool every morning.
maybe going to bed was not so fun for you.
And I had a nightmare, reoccurring nightmare. My
You were drowning.
King Kong would come and tickle me.
Oh, King Kong
Yeah,
tickle
every
you.
night he'd come and tickle me.
Interesting.
And this is related to the bedwetting.
Yes.
My father would wake up, he'd come and get me, wake me up, and take me to the bathroom. Right? So how does a father pick up his son?
Brr. Yes.
From the ribs, right? And I'm a ticklish man in the ribs. So he would pick me up like this, and right? So
Oh my God.
yeah,
Interesting.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's my little.
I didn't think that's where
7-year-old
the question would go. Fern,
So
what do you
7.
think?
Oh, no, not 7. Well, I mean, yes, I do understand the whole innocence part and just being free, right? You have no responsibilities, being no nothing. But I think I'm yet to hit my best age. I think in my 50s.
You're gonna be 50 this year.
Yeah.
It's all
Journey.
downhill
This
from
is
here.
the,
Fern.
no, this is all uphill
Oh
now.
my
Yeah.
God.
No, it's
Hey,
just,
uphill because it's hard.
yeah. Well, that. But no, honestly, I have in the last few years, I've been really. Again, it comes back to this whole podcasting thing and just listening to podcast and just trying to educate myself, trying to just get a whole new outlook on life.
And I have noticed that with you. Like I find that you have been working on you have changed. Like you seem to be working on expanding your horizons.
Yeah.
Like you were doing the thing with the bullying, the training.
Yeah.
The class there.
Yes.
And
yeah.
you seem to be, so you always seem to be doing that kind of stuff, and you seem to be bettering yourself. And so I agree with you there. You
Well, that's the thing, right? I'm
turning
just
into
trying.
quite the man.
Yeah, I'm trying to just not just exist, right? Trying to not that I'm going to impact the world or
You
anything
are.
like that,
You want to contribute.
but yeah, just have a little bit more contribution to the world. And that's the whole thing with this, right? It's just this whole thing is all about initiating conversation. Like the whole thing we did with the Trump thing. That's
Did you
great.
enjoy that?
I love that.
You enjoyed
because
that?
Were you even here?
Yeah, I was here.
He was listening.
I was in the background.
He was ready to intervene.
He was a tennis umpire.
But that's the thing, and you said it so well earlier when you said it's about conversation, right? It's that's the way that we're going to
Yeah.
solve our problems is to have proper discourse, is to talk about it, and it's not about setting your ideas. It's about to be open and just talk about things.
Yeah.
So I think in my 50s, again, I'm that's where I'm trying to go, and I'm trying to. Every day I'm just trying to better myself. It's not this whole self-help thing, but just trying to better myself a little bit each day and try to have a whole new outlook on life and just enjoy life. Just do things that I enjoy. And that's why I so much, appreciate and admire what you did because you're doing what you want to do and not what you're doing because you feel you have to do for financial reasons, right?
Yep.
And that's so important. I mean, at our age, I think.
What are you going to wait for until I'm 65 and
Exactly.
retired?
Exactly.
To start doing it,
Exactly.
right? I won't be able to walk
No,
anymore.
good for you.
Or,
That's
Yeah.
I admire
So-
that courage.
To answer
Yeah.
your question, I think it's going to be somewheres in my 50s. We'll figure it out.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, who's got the next?
Well, you know what? I have one that I picked out, and we were going to talk about it on the last Talking
Is
Shit.
it in the hat?
No, it's not even in the hat.
thought we're
Okay.
picking.
It's right here in my book.
Right here.
Right in my book.
All right.
It,
We'll allow
it
it.
looks like a fucking paragraph.
No, it's just a few little notes that I want to bring up. And this is going to be kind of up your alley a little bit. It's called the simulation hypothesis.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That's
yes.
awesome.
It's going deep.
Deep.
Huh? The simulation hypothesis is kind of... Wake up, Gilles. Most people have seen The Matrix, and it's going to be relating to The Matrix.
Really?
So there are very, very intelligent people out there
Yes.
that are stating that we live in a simulation. So let's go. Let's do this little exercise. Do you think that in the future, with the way that the technology is going now, that we can invent a virtual reality that would be so immersive that would be hard to distinguish between reality and the virtual reality?
So a Star Trek replicator.
Yeah, or even you
Like
would
a-
put on this
you
helmet.
Did you
or
did you
whatever.
see the movie Ready Player One?
Yes. Very exactly.
Yeah.
Similar to that.
Yeah.
But even to another level,
Yeah.
right? To where you cannot distinguish if you're touching something in the virtual reality that you would actually feel that you're touching something. Everything would be so immersive that it would be difficult for you to tell. Do you think that's possible?
Yeah.
No.
You don't think that's possible?
No.
So for you that thinks that that's possible, right? And for you that doesn't think that's possible, well, okay.
Well, we're at the infancy. We're at the
Exactly.
infancy of that technology
virtual-
right now.
exactly.
And you've seen people wear those and
Yeah.
freak out, like on the roller coaster and stuff like that.
Exactly.
They actually think they're on
So
the roller
you're
coaster.
telling me that you've never tried it? You've never tried one of those VR helmets or anything like that?
No, not really.
Then you don't know what you're talking about. Okay.
Well,
Well,
but
me,
but
I
my
can't,
but my problem is with your touching.
yeah, you have
That-
gloves. Yeah, they have these
Oh,
tactile
okay,
gloves
okay.
now. They have these suits. They actually have suits that you can, if they, when something in the game, whatever, touches you at a certain point, you feel it in your suit. So I'm telling you, it's
Okay.
it's crazy stuff. So if we imagine that this is possible,
Yeah.
how can we say with 100% that we're not already in a simulation? And these are people like, if you look up, for those of you that really want to look into this a little bit more deeper, Nick Bostrom and Elon Musk. They've talked about this quite in depth. Elon Musk will swear that the probabilities of us being in a simulation is like way more probable than we are living an actual life right now. And it's crazy. Like look it up, and it'll literally I can't make it justice
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm an ape. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But they, when they talk about it, it's compelling. Like it'll blow your mind.
Interesting.
Yeah. So his simulation hypothesis is basically that right now we are living in a simulation and just we're being fed, being fed Donald Trump. How are we going to react? How are they going to, you've seen these games like the Sims and these role. Yeah. Basically the same idea, right?
Well, I do believe in some sort of reality like that. That we could be the imagination of something or someone, right? So similar to what you're saying, I never really put it into that context that you just described, but yeah, I'm open to that concept for sure.
And some of them are saying that we could be a simulation within a simulation that's within a simulation, so on and so forth. Like that's why. You just, when you.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I know it's kind of mind blowing when you really start looking into it. But again, if you want to look into Nick Bostrom, like he's looked into this, like, and it has a whole theory behind it. Very interesting.
So Gilles,
what do you think, Gilles?
You're
the
Gilles,
IT
come
guy.
on, Gilles.
I'm the IT guy, and I'm the. Yeah, no, there's no way we're in a simulation now, but that's crazy.
No, it's not.
The Earth is round too, right?
Oh, it is round.
Yeah. And he did not commit a crime.
Because these flat earthers exist, right?
Yes.
So I kind of categorize flat earthers in the same, because there are flat earthers all around the globe.
I love it. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, pick another one, Gilles. See what simulation you bring us to.
Jesus. Oh, it's
It's
one of yours.
One of mine. It's a question.
Oops.
Oh no, that's not mine. Is it?
Yes.
Your biggest pet peeves.
Oh yeah.
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 What'd you sing out?
What would you sing? Yeah. Come on, Gilles. You gotta have some.
Biggest pet peeves. Well, you're gonna laugh. Bullies. But not. I was bullied as a
truest
kid.
sense of the
I was
word.
bullied as a kid. The eye thing. Physical people that always need to be touching you, physically, like grabbing you, like stuff like that. There and they know you don't like it, and they keep doing it.
Yeah.
And to me, it bothers the heck out of me.
And you're a big guy. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah.
But I'm not a physical man. Like I won't
Yeah.
fight you.
Yeah.
Right. I'll just walk away.
Yeah.
I'll get upset with you. You're not my friend anymore, and that's it. Mm-hmm. So there's
Wow.
these type of guys that always come behind you there and stick their fingers down your neck there.
Yeah.
I just hate that. Right. And they know you hate it, and they keep doing it.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So that's one of my pet peeves.
Okay.
But, to me, bullying was a big thing in my childhood. Right. So I would never pick 7 years old as.
Oh yeah.
The best
No,
time
I
of
guess
my
I
life,
understand
right?
now.
Yeah.
Do you have kids, Gilles?
Oh yeah.
How old are they?
14 and 16.
Okay. One of my biggest concerns, we talked about
we
this
talked
before.
about this, yeah.
One of my biggest concerns with kids, mine are 20 and 16.
Yeah.
And it's over now for me, probably, I would say. It was that they would get bullied in school.
Yep.
So you having been bullied, were you scared for your kids? Were you overprotective? Did you have conversations?
We talk about it, and basically I told what my father said to me. He said, "Listen, these people aren't your friends. You walk away if you can, and you defend yourself if you have to."
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So a couple of times, there's kids all around me, all taking turns pot shots. You take the weakest one and
Yeah.
bring it down. But so it was a big thing for me.
Okay.
Yeah. And you mentioned before that bullying was always been. I've never been bullied myself, but I was the one witnessing
Yeah.
somebody being bullied, and to me, even to this day, I still feel as guilty as
Just
let's say,
watching it.
yeah.
But it's part of life. I don't hold any ill will against
No.
those people that bullied me. Like,
Yeah.
it's natural.
Yeah,
It's part of nature.
It is.
Like
yeah.
if you're a lion and you break a leg, nobody's gonna help that tiger out. He's gonna die. Like, it's part of nature. I mean,
Well-
the weak get the strong get stronger, and
Survival of the fittest,
It's
I guess.
natural selection.
Okay, so let me ask you this then, Gilles. If you learn that one of your kids is a bully, would you just say, well, that's part of nature?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so
Because it's my kid, right? So
Okay,
I can
but-
affect what other kids.
I
right?
understand,
They have
but
to deal with that. Part of dealing with a bully is a skill as well. Right?
no, absolutely.
Yeah.
But bullies exist because parents don't do their job.
Potentially, yeah. I mean, they don't pay attention, yeah. So
Yeah, okay.
yeah. So
All right.
um,
Okay.
yeah.
So this went deeper than I thought but it's good. That's why
Yeah,
we're
it's
here.
good. Oh, yes.
Not always talking shit.
No.
All right. So what's your pet peeve? Did you say your pet peeve?
No, my pet peeve, other than driving stuff that we've talked about before.
We talked about
When
it.
he puts his t-shirts on and his washboard abs get in
Yes.
the way,
Oh,
and he can't pull it down.
Yes.
That is a
That's
problem.
hard, huh?
That
It's
is a
hard to
problem.
iron his shirt when he's got them on.
Yes, that is a problem. I don't know. Like as far as a pet peeve, like the driving one is just the one that comes to mind. Like it's a I don't know. For me, it's a competition all the time when I'm driving. It seems like if somebody passes me or
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
it's, there's my next victim.
Yes.
Whatever. It just pisses me off. And I gotta, it drives my wife crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I have many pet peeves, as you know.
Yeah.
Driving is part of them, but it's not so much driving, it's the oblivious people. People who don't pay attention, people who think that there's only them on the road, so, but it's not just driving, it's
there's
everywhere,
oblivious
right?
people
It's at the
everywhere.
mall, it's people that are oblivious, that drives me nuts, and lack of common sense. There's a lot of that going around. Like, for instance, I have fun. I drive my son to his workplace all the time, and we go through the mall parking lot. There's a 3-way stop somewhere in there. There's nobody around. And I see people, like I'm just going, like I'm maybe 100, feet away from it. There's people, there's nobody there. But there's someone going to that stop sign and making a stop. I'm going, you don't have to. Just look around. This is for when there's
You're
traffic.
observing the law.
Well, I'm not sure that it applies in a parking lot, but that's,
Okay.
Anyways. So, yeah, common sense, lack of common sense, and oblivious people.
Yeah.
There you go. Pet peeves.
Cool.
There.
All right. Well, that was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was.
I
we
enjoyed
talked-
this.
We talked shit.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
We
Yeah?
talked shit.
Yeah,
We didn't get too rough
trust me.
with Trump?
No.
Because you know what? One of my, we talked before, Fern and I, about things I need to improve or I'm working on.
Yes.
And patience is one. But also, when I get passionate about something, my tone changes, right? And I get a little bigger. And it's not because I'm an aggressive guy. It's just that that's the way I'm built. I get passionate and all that. And it doesn't always go over well. So I
Oh,
appreciate.
don't you worry about that. No,
That was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
I
enjoy
thought it would be entertaining.
I want people
tonight.
to be able to defend their position.
Yes. That's
right.
And you did it nice. And
Well, and so did you, and I don't think I did it very well.
I would
because
like you to
still,
perhaps try to look at the other side
yes,
too.
and
right?
you too.
And same thing here, right? So we can always talk later.
Yeah.
In November.
Yes, in November 2020.
We'll have you back.
You know what we should do? We should do a live podcast watching the election.
Oh
night.
Jesus, that would be good.
Yeah, we can invite a few friends. Gilles would be one of them. And
that's a
we
good
watch
idea.
the election together. We shoot the shit, and then we break to go to. Oh my fuck! He just won Florida again. Fuck.
All right.
Yeah, this was fun. Thanks, Gilles.
Well, thanks for inviting me over.
Thanks for
Closing,
sharing.
Gilles, anything you want to? Any words of wisdom in closing?
Words of wisdom is basically what we just talked about. Is try to bridge the gap between somebody you may not agree with. Try to understand where they're coming from, and just enjoy it. Just enjoy life, and the sun does come up the next day, every day,
Yes.
no matter what happens.
Well, until the earth burns, but
Yeah.
It's burning.
it's burning right now.
I got
Yes.
some alerts there on my
Yes.
phone. There, so it's on fire.
Gilles, this was really fun. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
All right.
Best of luck in 2020.
Thank you.
You know.
It's gonna be your year, Gilles.
Yes.
The year of the LeBlanc.
Yes.
right.
Godzilla year.
Yes.
Yes.
Godzilla. Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's my pool nickname.
Yes.
All right.
All right, Fern. Till
Al?
next time.
All right.
All right. Thanks, folks.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our conversation. If you did, you could do us a big favor and share with your friends or rate us wherever you listen to this podcast. Our goal is truly to highlight the Maritimes, and we can only do this with your help. If you didn't like our conversation, well, what's the matter with you? Nah, just kidding. Our motto is one day better. That means we always want to be one day better than we were yesterday. So leave us a comment on Facebook and tell us how we can be better. We'd appreciate it. and we might even read your comment on our next podcast. Thanks for listening, and remember, look at everyone like they have something to teach you. See you next time.
This podcast is produced by Straight from the Bend Productions.